morning to you all, public members of the media and councillors, staff. Kia ora. So, we seek wisdom, understanding, insights into the views and circumstances of others, strength to seek what we believe in, humility to accept the combined decisions of others, patience, good humour at all times, tolerance and courtesy, while working in the best interests of this beautiful city. Morning, councillors.
Morning.
And good to see those of you who are here. There appear to be a few vacancies around the room this morning. Right. Now, councillors, we'll move to apologies. Arthur and George for lateness. I'll move those apologies for absence and lateness. Councillor Ross will second. All those in favour say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Passed. Declarations of interest. There are none of those. Confirmation of minutes. I'll move that and confirm the ordinary minutes of its meeting held Thursday 29th of October 2015 as a true and correct record. Moved. Seconded, Councillor Callum. Any discussion? All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Acknowledgements and achievements. I just will briefly acknowledge our achievements first. You've got them all there. It's been a fairly big month in terms of issues beneficial to the city. You'll see there on page 1 that we have signed an agreement with ECA and are putting in place energy and carbon reduction emissions. They should save our ratepayer $700,000 per year, and I note, courtesy of the activity of the Chief Executive Officer, we've received a $500,000 plus saving using LED lights through our 135. So very good job, Mr Chief Executive Officer, and good news for the council. We opened the 100th home at Waimahia SHA in the weekend with the Minister. We have retained our AA rating, outstanding work, and there were many of us present at the opening of the Onehunga Foreshore restoration project a couple of weekends ago, Taumanu. It's beautiful. If you haven't been there, please get there. It is a sensational piece of work done with passion and commitment by those that built it. So was outstanding. Councillors and members of the community and staff, I have 2 acknowledgements today. I will first of all refer to Dr. Bill Ballantyne. Hauraki Golf Forum member Dr. Bill Ballantyne died earlier this month and leaves a marine environment legacy. Bill was instrumental in creating our marine reserves legislation and one of the world's first marine reserves at Lee where he lived. He did so despite considerable opposition at the time. Thanks to Bill, Aucklanders and many people outside Auckland have a greater understanding and appreciation of the importance of our marine environment and just how vulnerable and wonderful it is. He was one of the country's most respected marine biologists and conservationists. Bill was at a marine park seminar the week before he passed away and was acknowledged for his work and the relevance of his research at Goat Island Marine Reserve for future management. Secondly, I want to acknowledge the passing of Jonah. New Zealanders were in shock when they heard the news of Jonah Lomu's passing. The devastation quickly rippled around the world, and a reflection of some of his repute, 7 pages in The Guardian. Just front page right around the world. He was just 40. Jonah's death was unexpected despite his struggles with his health. Son of South Auckland from humble beginnings, Jonah attended Wesley College and his main love quickly became rugby. He always said he was going to be an All Black, made the first 15 in 4th form and was picked for the New Zealand schoolboy and age group teams originally at number 8. His All Black debut was made at just 19. 1994, and the rest, as they say, is history, and what a history. Jonah was a legend and an icon who New Zealanders from every walk of life respected, both for his prowess on the field and the way he dealt with his health issues, both on and off. The accolades and tributes for the sporting giant have been extraordinary. So Jonah, rest in peace. It was all that needed to be said on social media. The whole world knew who had been taken too soon. Number 11, Jonah Lomu, 63 Test All Black superstar. He is survived by Nardine and young sons Brayley and Darrell. Auckland, New Zealand and the world mourn with us all. I've no doubt the farewells for Jonah over the coming days will be extraordinarily well attended, and appreciate that so many people will want to say their final goodbyes to this great man. Can we all please stand in acknowledgement of the passing of two great Aucklanders? Malo Pito. Kia ora koutou.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I wonder if it's appropriate that we also note the passing of the great New Zealand sports writer in London just a couple of days ago, Norman Harris. Norman Harris, although he worked for the New Zealand Herald in his younger days and became one of the great writers, sports writers in the English language, and introduced the word jogger to the English language. The word jog had been around since Shakespearean days, but the word jogger was introduced, and jogging was introduced by Norman Harris. He's made a great contribution to not just sports writing, but writing about many, many subjects, and demonstrated his versatility. And I wonder if it's appropriate for this council to note the passing of Norman Harris.
Absolutely, and thank you for that, Councillor Dick. As you're all aware, I am available for receipt of all acknowledgements, but if that opportunity doesn't present, I'm very comfortable with you presenting them here at the Chamber, so thank you.
The reason why I only became aware of his death last night.
Yeah. Thank you, Councillor Dick, and very much appreciate you bringing his passing to our notice, and I'm sure both you and John in particular will feel his loss. So, thank you.
Mr. Mayor, can I just...
Councillor Chris?
Mr. Mayor, just we don't always capture everything, but can we just record that the Te Orua project, Loptel House, won a National Architecture Award, so that's a very high honour.
Make sure that goes on.
So the award is to the architect as opposed to the council, but of course we are the client. And also, so that Mitchell Stout, and it won in two categories, heritage and public architecture. And also, one we share in really is the MIT interchange at Manukau won a national award as well.
Well, we do our best to try and make sure that we recognise all of the awards from our council officers. They do some extraordinary stuff. We were at the Sustainability Awards the other night. We had 4 nominees in the finals. Unfortunately, none of them managed to actually win the award, but it just shows you how strongly we're well represented in the sustainable side of all of the work we do too, and it was a brilliant night. Councillors, I just want to give you something of an update as to how matters relating to Jonah will proceed over the next few days, so that you're aware of the opportunities that are available for you and for us to acknowledge Jonah's passing. There will be a aho whakawa family, which is in effect a family whānau gathering on Saturday at the Vodafone Event Centre. That will be open at 11. I will be taken on with the mana whenua. At the start, the family will receive us, and then the Governor-General will be brought on. He will be attending, and I think either the second or third after that will be the Kauniherea o Tamaki Makaurau. So there's an opportunity for us as a council community to go on and acknowledge. Obviously, I'll be a part of that one too. So if you have time, I suspect it will be between 12 and 1. it would be great to see you there, and obviously we're passing that out to all the local boards, the advisory boards, CCOs et al, and obviously the staff. That will basically be an opportunity, though, primarily for Pacifican communities and the likes of Wesley to be there and to acknowledge him personally. Then on Monday, there will be a significant public final farewell to Jonah at Eden Park for the community. And Eden Park will be open and a service will be undertaken. I think that is also at 12. It's not evident from my briefing notes, but that also will take place and will be, from 1 to 3 on Monday. So that will be a more formal event. Then Jonah's family will farewell him on Tuesday at a private family ceremony at their church. So if you're able to make either of those occasions, or both of them if you feel is appropriate, those are the nuts and bolts of what will occur. Councillor Alpha, you've been quite close into this. Is there anything you want to add to how matters might proceed?
Your Worship, just the fact that the timings around when groups and community groups will be paying their respects to the family, that will come out, and that's been organised by obviously Hana in your office, as well as Junior Tonu'u. So once the timings are confirmed, Your Worship, I will get that message to you, so then a memo can go out advising local boards and councillors, plus also staff, as to when we will be available to pay our respects to the family. So that meeting is at 11 o'clock today, so when you get to the apologies, Your Worship, I will be leaving early to attend that meeting.
Okay, we'll acknowledge that.
Thank you.
Councillor Alpha. Thank you very much. Right, councillors, we'll now move on to petitions, item 6. I'm not aware of any petitions. We have 2 matters of public input. Christine King, who will talk to us Cities for CEDAW program, and then Penny Bright, who's going to take the opportunity of reporting to us her findings from the public sector anti-corruption conference that she attended recently. Councillors, I'd like to welcome Christine.
Mr Mayor, sorry, we've got Troy Churton as well, haven't we? Oh, that's local board input, okay.
Quietly read the agenda.
Very good. Just making sure, Mr Mayor, that you were over
Is that
over-
fresh air and river here?
Out. There he
Belts
is.
and braces,
Troy,
Cameron. Belts and
your
braces.
presence is noted, Troy, and we are looking forward to hearing from you
It's because he now lives
when
in
we
Riverhead.
arrive at your
He's a
agenda
Rodney person.
item. It is item number 8, Troy.
Ronald Country House.
We are now on item number 7.
I just wanted to shine some light on Troy, and that worked.
Excellent.
What sort of light?
There's a lot of light
Great
being
media
shone on
strategy,
Troy.
councillor.
We can all read ahead now.
Bright shining star in the east. Good man. Okay, so can we please have Christine? Welcome. She's got Denise Iwe. Denise, good to see you again. And Catherine McNair. Yes, lovely. Welcome. Now, Christine, you've got 5 minutes, and so at the conclusion of that, I'll sort of give you a little reminder that we're there, and then if there are any questions, they'll come from the floor. Go on.
Your Worship, councillors, thank you very much for allowing us to be present here and to present our information to you. Pacific Women's Watch New Zealand is supported by the NCW, Catherine McAnulty here, and they've recently released their white paper, which I commend to all of you. It's called Enabling Women's Potential. So go on the National Council of Women website and have a look at that. That will give you some good background.
Very good.